Abdul Rahman. I'm a lecturer at a public university in Kenya. I deliver lectures in computing and informatics. In our last lesson, we talked about the keywords. Basically, we discussed about 9 types of keyword that were access modifier, class, methods and variable modifier, flow control, we talked about package control, primitive data type, error handling, enumeration, others, and unused. Today, we are going to ask ourselves and continue with what you call Java tokens and ask ourselves what are the Java identifiers. And into that particular journey, we are going to look at the definition, the naming rules of Java identifiers, and then we are going to implement into what we call Eclipse IDE. So let us start on that particular journey and see actually what happens onto that. So what are identifiers? These identifiers, they are names which are uniquely identifying elements into a program code. So this basically, they are actually what you can say, they are unique names. They are unique names to identify elements onto a particular program, and they are referred and they are used to refer different items into a program. They are used actually to refer class names, they are used to refer method names, they are used to refer variable names, array names, package names, and what we call interface name. So they are used to refer different elements into a particular program, and actually they contain actually 4 items. They contain what you call letters, which can be A to Z, either uppercase or lowercase, that it is A to Z. So basically they contain also numbers. So these particular numbers, actually they are from 0 to 9, and also they contain what you call a symbol of underscore, and also they contain what we have a $sign. So basically this is what identifiers are all about. So there are around 10 rules which actually can be used to name actually a proper an identifier. So let's see the naming rules. So this particular naming rules, we are going to have 10 of them. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we'll have our 10 naming rules here. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's see each one of them. What are they supposed to entail? So the naming rule number 1, we cannot use. So we cannot use our keywords. So in our last session, we discussed that there are around more than 50 keywords in Java. So we cannot use up keywords such as class. Also, number 2, they are actually case sensitive. They are case sensitive. So the meaning of case sensitivity, when we say up a variable called hello, it should not be equal to a variable called hello. This is an uppercase, and with a lowercase, they are not actually equal. And then all identifier, they should start either with a letter, or they should start up with an underscore, or they should start up with a $sign. So basically what we are saying, these are only 3 characters which are allowed to start up any identifier, either a letter, an underscore, or a $sign. Number 4, we are saying there is no what we call white space or using up a tab. Here we are saying a white space or a tab. It means that if you've got up a variable, let's say gross salary. We cannot write the word gross and then we leave a space or a tab and then you write up salary. We might use up an underscore. So there will be no white space or a tab. And number 5, we are talking about there are no symbols. So there will be no symbols to be used. As example, the @ sign, the hash sign, and the rest. So there will be no symbols actually to be used. And number 6, we are talking about we cannot start up with a number. So there is no starting your identifier with a number. So example, we cannot say our identifier 1, 2 and then salary. It is not possible. Number 7, the length has got no limit. So variables, no limit to the length. So variable length have got no limit at all. You can actually, but it is recommended actually to have maybe around 4 to 15 length. And then characters, what we are saying that it is they should only contain what we call underscore, $, or number or letter. So for us to write a pen identifier should have only this particular combination and not any other. And number 9, we cannot use words such as true, false, or null. The true and false actually they are used actually for our primitive data type Boolean. And then after you have started with any after you have started your letters, let's say you have started up your writing up your identifier, having up a letter, underscore, or a $, then you can use any combination of the letters. So those are the 9 rules actually of how to write up an identifier. So let's go back now to the C++ and you write up a program which can calculate our net salary in order to implement and see which are actually the identifiers on that particular program. So this is our program, and we want to declare here a variable called a variable of data type double, and this particular variable, maybe I'll call it net, and then I'll have salary, and then I'll have gross salary, and I'll give it up a value. Maybe I'll give it up a value of 51,000.67, and then I'll have the last one called tax, and basically I'll give it a value of 0.16, and then I'll terminate. So those are actually my 3 variables of data type double. Now I want to calculate my net salary. So my net salary should be equals to actually my gross salary minus, so I use up the brackets, that is gross salary times my tax, and actually I terminate here. So that it will be my formula. So basically what do I want to do? Basically what I want to do is very simple. I just want to print. So here I'll say system dot out dot print ln. Now I want to print up my salary, so basically I'll just say what I can say, the net salary equals to, and then basically I say here plus net salary. So when I run this particular program, it's supposed to tell me my net salary according to this particular calculation. So let us run this particular program and see. Actually, it says actually my net salary, it is 42,840.5628. So now the demonstration, we want to see what actually they are, our identifiers. Now you can see now all our identifiers in this particular programs have been actually marked, and they are actually marked into a particular color. So all our identifiers have been mapped onto a particular color, and that will be actually our identifier. It is in this particular black mark, and those actually will be our identifiers. So the Java tutorial, actually that is our identifier. The main method, so a Java tutorial, this is our identifier. It is a name of a class, so it is an identifier, name of a class, identifiers of a class name. And the main, it is the name of a method. The string, actually it's a predefined class, and then here also we have actually the args. It is actually a name of the variable. The same, the net salary, gross salary, and text, all of them, they are name of a variable. And when you come up here, you come to system, it's the name of a utility, this is the name of a utility, and print ln, it is the name of a method. So basically that is how we are demonstrated into what we call identifier. Until on to our next session, we are going to talk about Java literal. So for now, we have come up to the end of this particular session, and until our next session, for now I say bye. Thank you very much.